The number one Black Cats fan is back again. So what's the score again, guys? And, well, where do we begin? Where do we begin? I mean, Christ. We've had, uh, well, an amazing weekend of football. And quite bizarre aftermath as well, haven't we? Right, well, we've got to begin, obviously, with what some of the papers have been reporting about Steve McClaren. This has only come out today. That apparently Brendan Rodgers is already in line to replace him, and that he has 2 games left to change it around. Which, I've got to say, I do in a way feel sorry for him, because, you know, while it was diabolical defending by those fucking Geordies up the road, jeez. Actually, I wouldn't even call it defending. Christ, Aston Villa got humped 6-0 and they defended better than that. But yeah, so it's I think it's maybe a little bit harsh, to be honest, to say that, but with 2 games, you know, you've got to feel, has the time already run out? Is it too late for them to change manager? Personally speaking, and I'm not speaking as a Sunderland fan here, you know, I do personally think that it's too little too late for them. You know, they've got to really I know Geordie's going to fucking hate me for this, but they've got to stick with McClaren, and they've got to ride it out. So, Geordies have stopped the smoking. But yeah, so it's a no-brainer really. If they get rid of McClaren, it's just going to be the be-all and end-all. And of course, to sack McClaren with 2 games left, or not 2 games left, after 2 games, with the next game, if I'm right, being the derby, you know, what's Ashley going to try and do? He's going to try and do a Sunderland, really? It won't work. It won't work, because Newcastle, they're not the team at the minute, like Sunderland were, that had their backs up against the wall. They've been down there, they've been scrapping for it, yeah, of course they have. But they have never really had their backs up against the wall, like Sunderland have. And, you know, Brendan Rodgers, I do think he'd be a great manager for Newcastle. Yes, I do, being honest. Because, you know, that's the thing about the channel. Up there, in the little bar, honesty. It's as simple as that. I think personally they need to ride it out. Ride it out. They've got enough about them to stay up. Anyone can fucking see that, but, well, I use that quite loosely, actually, to be honest, because with the way that they play half the time, it's unbelievable. It's no wonder why they are where they are. You spend £80 million. Fuck, I think Sunderland spent around about half of that, if not maybe a little more. And we're slowly getting, you know, we clearly are getting better. But Newcastle, they seem to be one of these teams where they get the result, and they think, the next couple of weeks will be fine, lads, you know, fuck it, we'll take the loss, yeah, it'll be fine. And then we'll get a win again, and you know, no, you can't do that, you just can't do that. So will McClaren go, will he stay? Personally, with it being Mike Ashley at the helm, I think McClaren probably end up staying until after the derby. If he loses that, then Ashley will sack him, and then, well, I don't know. I wouldn't think it'd be good for Newcastle if they did get rid of him. They need to ride it out. Get rid of him in the summer. You know, whether you stay up, great, get rid of him. Lose him. You know, if you get relegated, lose him in the summer. You know, because even Championship, I'm pretty sure you can lure Brendan Rodgers to the Championship. He's been there before. You know, common sense and all that. And then that brings us on to Aston Villa. Well, fuck me, losing 6-0, conceding 4 goals in 13 minutes. It's just terrible. It's diabolical, isn't it? And, you know, I was starting to get a bit worried, because after the January transfer window shut, they started getting these weird results. They started scoring points. They even got a win at one stage, I think it was. 4 points behind Sunderland. I'm sat there thinking, oh my god, you know, they haven't got new players, but they're starting to show some little bits of quality here. And then that happened. You know, back down to earth with a fucking bang, never mind a bump. But for Aston Villa, it's after that result and after that just horrible display to watch. While I feel sorry for them, because I don't think they should be in that position. It has been coming for a while, but they should have realised that. No, it's. I think that's it now. I think that was the final nail in the coffin. other than a match when they'll draw or lose and actually officially get relegated. That is the nail in the coffin for them, you know. And again, it's one of those things, like me and Paul mentioned, it doesn't help the fact that they didn't bring in any players. And I do feel sorry for them in a way, because they were going to bring in a goalkeeper, they're on the verge of it, terms and everything have been agreed, waiting for a work permit from the FA, kiboshed, gone. Because he only had 2 international caps. That's ridiculous. I mean, and no offence here when I say this, but we're letting immigrants into this country. Fair enough, I've got nothing against that, you know. But someone who's represented their country on only 2 occasions, they're not allowed in. It's a joke. It's a fucking comical farce, and literally, it's like the FA, you know. They want to look. We got this from Aston Villa. They want to sign him. How many caps has he got? 2. 2. Really? Fuck off. No, it just doesn't work. The FA just kicked Aston Villa while they were down even further, and it's a fucking disgrace. It really is, to be honest with you. But that was only one man, so you can't really just say one man could have changed the team. So it's one of those things where it's a shame to see, but that was the final nail in the coffin, really. And this brings on Sunderland jetting off to Dubai. Sam Allardyce has come out and said, and you'll like this one. Oh, it's been a stressful day at work. Sam Allardyce has said it will by any means not be a holiday for them. So yeah, it's going to be interesting as well. But it's a bit strange. Winter over here, but over there it's warmer. You know, I don't know. I mean, it could do them well to good. You know, oxygen levels up and all that within the heat. So they come back to a colder climate. You know, so you never know, do you? But it's very interesting and very bizarre that he would do that. I can understand why. No FA Cup this weekend. And finally, speaking of the FA Cup, unfortunately, I'm going to try and get a review out of the Leeds game. Remember, they're my chosen side. They're still in it. I'm not going to have enough time to do a preview. I've literally, as it stands, I've got just about enough time to get these 2 recordings done that I need to do. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it could do the players a lot of good, because they're going to get a bit of time to themselves, a bit of R&R as well. So you can't just say it's not going to be a holiday. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see when they come back how fresh and revitalised they'll be. That's for sure. So yeah, well, I'm still recovering. Jesus Christ, am I recovering? Sunday, to say I felt like crap would be an understatement. Let's just say, if ever I drink again, I think I'm going to put a limit on how much I drink. So yeah, that's it, guys. You know, it was fucking worth it though. Beating Man U and getting absolutely fucking annihilated. You know. Apologies if you can hear some dozy dog barking in the background, but she just never shuts the fuck up, I'm afraid. Such is life, eh? So that's been pretty much it. If there are any stories you've heard, you know, or that are starting to transpire, let me know. And don't worry, guys, I haven't forgot about Adam Johnson. Trust me, I have not forgot about Adam Johnson, because it's kind of backwards the way I'm recording these. So the Adam Johnson video was out yesterday. This was out today, etc., etc. So it's a bit backwards, but it'll work out in the days. Fucking hell. So I've been the true Mackem. Remember, hit the like button, leave your comments below, let me know what stories you've heard, what rumours have you heard, you know. Well, I'll think of something. I'll think of something to do next week. Yeah. We'll have What's the Score, won't we? And then we'll have a preview. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Sounds like a fucking good plan.